Hey guys, it's Pixelbitch here. This week on The Download, we give you a couple of hints to help you survive Black Friday. I list some gaming deaths that were still not over, and a US senator has called for a complete ban on loot boxes. Now, it's the argument that just doesn't want to die. Loot boxes are back in the news. Belgium have basically declared that loot boxes are definitely a form of gambling and have called for them to be banned. But Belgium aren't the only ones that are having a go. Chris Lee, who is the US Senator representative for Hawaii, has also called for loot boxes to be banned. In an online video, he called for the protection of kids from what he called predatory practices of online retailers. In his video, he was specifically having a go at EA Games and Star Wars Battlefront 2, calling it a Star Wars themed casino specifically designed to lure kids in and have them spend money. So here's the thing. Everyone knows that loot boxes, DLC, season passes, these are all designed to increase the revenue that games make without really raising the initial price of games. If you ban loot boxes and microtransactions, it's the gamers that suffer, because at the end of the day it's just going to drive the price of games sky high because they're going to want to make their money back somehow. A Wall Street analyst already came out this week to say that they feel games are already underpriced, and that things like loot boxes and season passes, that's a way of them making back their money, and okay, yeah, they're going to make profit on it, but as technology grows, making games, it becomes more expensive. So instead of banning loot boxes and microtransactions, don't focus on that part. Focus on the parental controls that allows the kids to actually buy the loot boxes. At the end of the day, it's a personal choice if you want to buy a loot box, in the same way that it's a personal choice if you want to go to a casino and gamble that way. Do you think loot boxes should be banned outright? Or like me, do you think it's just a personal choice? Let us know. There's nothing worse than losing a gaming character that you were really attached to, especially if you're the one that pulled the trigger. Here's 3 gaming deaths that we're still not over yet. Telltale Games The Walking Dead, Lee Everett. After being bitten, it's only a matter of time before Lee turns into a walker, and at the end you have a choice. Do you tell Clementine to shoot you, the only parent figure she now has after the death of her own mum and dad, or do you get her to handcuff you to a radiator and leave you to turn? Honourable mentions in this series also have to go to Luke, Kenny and Jane. Generally speaking, Telltale's The Walking Dead was here to make you cry.
I'll go. I'll leave you. I'll go as fast as I can.
Mordin Solus in Mass Effect 3, the very model of a scientist Salarian himself and one of the most popular Mass Effect characters, when trying to cure the Krogan genophage that he created, Mordin sacrifices himself. In his own words,
I'm sorry.
I'm not. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Sarah, The Last of Us. So even though we maybe saw this coming, what with the lack of a blonde girl on the box, nothing prepares you for the gut-wrenching scene of Sarah trying to escape with her father and being gunned down in the process. The direction, the build-up, and Troy Baker's voice performance make this scene incredibly hard to watch without misting up.
Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby.
These days, Black Friday has become synonymous with getting 70% off a coffee machine and rugby tackling old ladies in Asda. Like many of the traditions we have stolen from America, it's all about spending money. So before you go out and start spending your hard-earned cash, here's a couple of questions that you should ask yourself. Are you skint? And I don't just mean that you're a little bit short, I mean are you actually properly skint? Because let's face it, if you are skint, even 70% off of a game that you weren't really planning on buying in the first place, you're still spending money, just not as much of it. So unless it's a title or a console that you've had your eye on for a while and you've been waiting specifically for this kind of sale, you can probably leave it a while. Do you already own loads of games that you've never played? My Steam list is full of games that I have never played. I've never even installed them. In fact, some of them I don't even remember buying. I just get very click happy during the Steam sale. Instead of wasting money buying more games that are not going to get installed and just sit there, I'm probably just going to go through that list and actually find a game that I've not played before. And I'll save myself some money in the process. I recommend you do too.